أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم رب يسر ولا تعسر وتمم بالخير رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. Uh, to start the class, let me begin with a quick introduction of myself. My name is Altamash and I'm currently staying in Delhi. I work in an IT firm. So I studied Arabic under the student of the brother of Dr. B. Abdurrahim, who is the author of this book. So my ustad's or my teacher's name is Mehtab. So it took me around 1.5 years or so to finish with all three all three volumes of the Medina Arabic series. And since then, it has been a journey, and I'm still learning. So, inshallah, I'll try to pass on the little knowledge that I have of Arabic, and I'll be more like a instructor rather than teacher. And since this learning would be a lifelong process, and it's not that just by finishing these three books you'll become master of the language. Because in case of English, we have been learning since our childhood, but we still do not have the native proficiency. However, with this language, with the Arabic language, inshallah, this will not be the case, and you will get to learn quickly, and inshallah, you'll be able to understand Quran, especially, which is our goal, because uh, because we need to purify our intentions first. Because as Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said in the first hadith of Bukhari, that innamal a'malu binniyat, the actions are but by intention. So we need to purify our intentions first. That the goal of this course is for us to be able to understand the Quran and Sunnah, which is the hadith of Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. And as I said, it's a long journey. So I'd like to quote from Sheikh Al-Albani rahimahullah, where he says, "At-tariq ila Allahi tawil," yani the path towards Allah is long. وَنَحْنُ نَمْضِي فِيهِ كَالسُّلْحَفَةِ, and we are in this path like turtle. وَلَيْسَتِ الْغَايَةُ أَن نَصِلَ لِنِهَايَةِ الطَّرِيقِ, yani, and the objective is not to reach the end of the path. However, ولكن الغاية أن نموت على الطريق. يعني the objective is to die in the process. So I love this quote, so I thought I'll share with you. And also, as the statement of Imam Shafi rahimahullah goes, like أخي لن تنال العلم إلا بستة سأنبيك عن تفصيلها ببياني. Oh my brother, Imam Shafi says, oh my brother, you'll never attain knowledge except by the way of six. Sa'umbika and tafsiliha bibayani. So it is upon me that I explain you the details of it. The first thing that he mentions is zaka'un, meaning the sharpness, sharp mind. Hirsun, and the longing for it. So whoever is not speaking, can you please go on mute? Hello. So zaka'un wa hirsun wa ijtihadun, and you have to strive for it. Wabulghatun, and you need to become strangers, like you need to close the doors of your houses, and I mean strive in this path. Wasuhbatu ustadin wa tula zamanin, and he says that you need a companionship of a teacher and a very long time. So all of this points us that learning is going to take a while. It's not that we can finish off quickly and get away with our job. No, it's not the goal. The goal is that to enable us for a lifelong journey. And uh, and the main thing is uh, as Allah as there is a hadith that أحب الأعمال إلى الله أدومها وإن قل. I mean, the most beloved deeds to Allah are the ones which are done consistently, even if they are little. And to begin, I'll just quote a few of the important aspects of why we need to learn this language, as Shaykh al-Islam Ibn Taymiyyah rahimahullah says that al-lughatul arabiyya min ad-din, yani this language is from your deen, wa ma'rifatuha fardun wajib, and the knowledge of which is fard, is obligatory upon everyone. فَإِنَّ فَهْمَ الْكِتَابِ وَالسُّنَّةِ فَرْض, because learning and the knowledge of kitab and sunnah is fard upon every Muslim. So that is why he says that وَمَا لَا يَتِمُّ بِهِ الْوَاجِبُ فَهُوَ وَاجِبٌ. Yani everything without which the wajib cannot be accomplished, then that thing is also wajib. So since our Quran was revealed in Arabic, as Allah says, Inna anzalnahu Qur'anan Arabiyyan la'allakum taqilun, we have revealed the Quran in Arabic language so that you may have some understanding. And one more thing that Umar radiallahu anhu says, it's a asar, it's a quote from Umar radiallahu anhu, that he says, تعلموا اللغة تعلموا العربية فإنها من دينكم, and you learn this language because it is from your deen. So with this, inshallah, we'll begin this course, keeping in mind that we are looking for a consistency, and it's important that you attend all the classes and not miss any classes. And even if you miss, you need to go through the maybe recorded content or something. But the important thing is you need to be present in all the classes. So I'll share my screen first, and then we'll start the topic, inshallah. Farhan, would you please allow me to share my screen?
Yes, Alhamdulillah.
And I hope everyone is able to hear me. In case there are any exceptions, please let us know.
Yes, we are able to hear. Means I am able to hear you.
I hope you all can see my screen. So to start this course, I'll start from the beginning, as in from the alphabets, so that the thing is that I am considering everyone at a zero level right now, because you might be learning Arabic, you might have already some knowledge, but I'll start from the scratch, keeping in mind that there might be people who are totally new to this course. So in Arabic, as we know, the prerequisite for this course would be that you should be able to read the Quran, and which is the case with everyone, inshallah, that all of us know how to read Quran at least. So Arabic has in 28 or 29 vowels, 28 or 29 alphabets, letters that we say. So alif, if you consider alif as a letter, then it's 29, otherwise it's 28, because alif in itself does not have any existence. That you need to have hamza over it. Hamza will sit over it to give, because alif in itself does not have existence. So this is what is hamza, and we are all aware of the letters alif, ba, ta, sa, jim, ha, etc. So these are the Arabic alphabets that we have. And coming back to parts of speech. So these alphabets and these letters form loves. Loves any loves, for example, kitabun is a loves because it's formed from alif bata, a combination of the letters. And with this loves, the you 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 have this kalima. Kalima is a combination of two or more loves. For example, if I were to say Muhammadun Rasulullah, so this is one kalima, or it's a complete sentence as well. So in Arabic, we have mostly three parts of speech, as opposed to English, that we have eight parts of speech over there. So in Arabic, we have ismun, fi'lun, and harfun. So ism is nothing but the noun. So noun can be any person, place, or thing. The name of any person, place, or a thing. For example, a teacher, town, or bus. And there are other parts of which pronoun, adjective, adverb. This we will see later. So our main objective is to focus on the Arabic terminologies rather than English grammar. So Arabic has only three parts of speech. So every sentence in Arabic would be formed by only these three. You will only find these three present in any sentence. For example, let's say, let's take an example of this. So Zaidun alimun. It means Zaid is an alim. Zaid is learned, or Zaid is alim. Albintu jamilatun. The girl is beautiful. So this is so it has ism. So every sentence in Arabic will have either ism, fail, or harf. And now, one important thing that I would like everyone of us to know, that before that we will have this we'll familiarize ourselves with some of the terminologies in this first class, so that the same thing would be repeated many a time, and this will not be a problem to remember, inshallah. So Arabic has three short vowels, which we say as dhamma, fatha, and kasra. So those who know Urdu, they might be aware that this is called pesh, zabar, and zer. So we'll not be using that terminologies. We'll be using as dhamma, fatha, and kasra. These are vowel signs in Arabic, and it is used to elongate a sentence. For example, if you have a dhamma over here, you say maftuhun. So you are somehow elongating your sound. And the absence of any vowel is called sukoon, that we all know, that if you were to stop at the last sentence, for example, muhandis, muhandisun, you'll say muhandisun. But if you were to stop at last, you will say muhandis. So it does not have any vowel sign. So this is denoted by a sukoon, and the sign of which is a small circle. So we know that there are four vowel signs: dhamma, fatha, kasra, which is denoted by this, and this, and we have sukoon. Okay. Now, the next thing that I would like every one of us to know, that you will notice a strange thing in Arabic, strange as in which is not found in any language, in a way that uh, a proper name, for example, take this proper name of our beloved Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. So you have this in Muhammadun Rasulullah. You might have seen, for example, here Muhammadun Rasulullah. Then you have Ashhadu Anna Muhammadan Abduhu wa Rasuluh, that we all know. Then you have
Can people just mute 1 second? Some of them are not muted.
So you notice one thing here, that a proper name, for example, Muhammad, is is used in three different ways. For example, here Muhammadin, here Muhammadan, and
Awesome.
here
Off
Muhammad.
man.
Sorry, is someone trying to say something?
No, Altamash, continue.
So you notice here that a proper name such as Muhammad has three forms in Arabic. Once it's pronounced as Muhammadun. In other place it's pronounced as Muhammadan, and in other place you see Muhammadin. And the examples of which I already gave. For example, Muhammadur Rasulullah, that we all know, the part of our kalima. Then you have this Ashhadu anna Muhammadan abduhu wa rasuluhu, part of our shahada. And in Darud Ibrahim, in Darud Ibrahim, you say Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin. So you see, you notice that a proper name is being declined, is getting declined in a sense that uh, once sometimes it's pronounced as Muhammadun, Muhammadan, Muhammadin. So you see a difference of a sound, dan, dun, din. So whenever any noun has this sound, for example, dun, dan, din. So we call this as tanween, that the noun has a tanween, right? Tanween meaning at the last noon is being pronounced. Muhammadun, Muhammadan, Muhammadin. And you see that a proper name is getting declined due to various reasons that we'll come to know, inshallah. So my the objective of which is to tell you that in Arabic, even the noun, the proper noun or any noun for that matter, declines based on certain conditions. And this is not the case in any language. For example, if I were to take uh, Abdul Hamid, for example, Abdul Hamid will be called Abdul Hamid in French, in German, in Hindi, in Urdu, in any other language. But in Arabic, you will see Ya Abdul Hamid, Ya Abdul Hamid, like it declines. So the declination of this noun, in due to various reasons that we'll come to know, is called uh, the science behind it. Why is this noun getting declined? Why is it called Muhammadan here? Why is it called Muhammadun here? Why is it called Muhammadin here? So the science behind it, why this particular noun is in such a way in any sentence. So the science behind is called i'rab, and the noun which is getting declined is called mu'rab. Mu'rab yani the one which declines. Okay. And we also have other nouns which do not decline, so we'll come to know that. So the science behind this declination is called i'rab. So i'rab has to do something with the end of any lafz. For example, Muhammadun ila suqi, mujtahidun, Muhammadan, dularan is dollar, yawmin. So you see, the change is happening at the end of a word. So this change which is taking place at the end of every word, and why is it taking place? The science behind is called i'rab. Okay, and i'rab has four i'rab has three types. So the type of i'rab is, first is called marfu, second is called mansub, and third is called majroor. So if it's getting difficult to understand now, we will be understanding this in detail, inshallah. So in today's class, all we need to remember is get familiarized with these concepts. So i'rab, as I said, the science behind the declination of a noun uh, is called i'rab, and the noun which declines is called mu'rab. And i'rab has three types mostly for ism. So one is marfu, mansub, and majroor. So what is marfu, what is mansub, and what is majroor? We'll see this. So marfu is nothing but if you see at the end a dhamma, single dhamma or double dhamma. Dhamma, as I have already said. So if you see single dhamma, double dhamma, whatever. If you see a dhamma at the end, it's called marfu. If you see dhamma, fatha at the end, for example, ashhadu anna Muhammadan in this case. So it is for Muhammadan is called mansub. And if you see a kasra, as in this case, it's called majroor. Okay. So this you need to remember. Marfu, mansub, and majroor. These are three types of i'rab. Like a noun can be in these three cases. Okay. I mean, I'll not talk about what it is called in English language, because we want ourselves to remember the concepts in Arabic, because this is an Arabic class. It's not a English grammar class. So this is just for your reference, but we need to remember this marfu, mansub, and majroor. So once we are done with that, we'll see. We'll see what a noun is. So every noun. How do you first of all? How do you know that a word is noun or harf or fail in Arabic? So to know that a word is noun, I'll tell you two basic rules here. There are other rules as well, but for as a starter, we will only deal with two. So when you hear this sound, dun, dan, din, when you hear this sound, dun, dan, din, for any word, it's definitely going to be a noun. For example, kitabun. What sound do you hear? Bun, dun, bun, dun. I mean, now noon sound you're hearing. So Muhammadun, Muhammadan, Muhammadin, Kitabun, Kitaban, Kitabin. All of this has a common sound of noon. So adding the noon at last or pronouncing noon at last is called tanween. So it has tanween. So any ism which has any word which has tanween is called ism. And one more thing is when any noun has a tanween, it's called indefinite. Indefinite is nakira. Okay, and to make this noun definite, we will just add alif lam. We'll just suffix alif lam. So, for example, if it is kitabun, and we want to make this as so kitabun means a book, and if we add alif lam, it will become al kitab means the book. So al kitab can be any kitab, but al kitab means a specific. You're specifying something. So this is definite and this is indefinite. So this will be translated as a book and this will be translated as the book. So, and you need to remember that alif, lam, and tanween cannot coexist. For example, al kitabun cannot be the case, never. Similarly, al kitabun cannot be the case. A noun cannot have tanween and alif lam at the same time.
Altamash, someone asked what is the definition of Arab? Can you just explain again?
So as I said, as I was explaining you here, that in Arabic we know that the noun, the proper noun or any noun for that matter, declines, and there are 98% of nouns, as in ism in Arabic, which declines. Declines means it changes uh, its state. For example, it can be Muhammadun. It's mansub because they, at the end we have a dhamma, so it's mansub. The case of which is mansub. Sorry, marfu. And in this case, it is mansub because we have a fatha at the end. And in this case, it is majroor because we have kasra at the end. So you see that a proper noun or any noun is getting declined due to various reasons that we'll come to know. So the science behind it, why is it Muhammadun? Why is it not Muhammadan here? Or why is it not Muhammadin here? Or why is it Asuki here? Why is it not Asuku? So as I said, I'rab has something to do with the end of a word. So in Arabic, the definition of I'rab is al-i'rab huwa taghyir. Taghyir yani change or declination. Awakhir al-kalim yani at the end of every kalima or a word. Dakhilat alayhi lafzan aw taqdiran. That will come to know that it enters as a lafz. Lafz yani we can see that Muhammadun at the last of at dal of Muhammad we have a dhamma. Here at dal of Muhammad we have fatha, and here we have a kasra. For example, hada kitabu Muhammad. So the science behind it, why a noun is in such case, why is it marfu here, why is it mansub here, and why is it majroor here? The science behind it is called i'rab, and it has three types. So if you are confused with the definition, we'll come to know inshallah, because it's just the first class, so I need to tell you the concept before entering into the actual book. So I hope it is clear. If not, I'll explain it later, inshallah. So, and it has three types, as I said. So when I say marfu, it's the sound will be dun. When I say mansub, the sound will be dan, and when I say majroor, the sound will be din, or the, da, do. Both the cases. It's not that it's only talibun and not talibu. So if it has a dhamma, it is marfu. If it has a single or double fatha, it is mansub, and if it has single or double kasra, it is called majroor.
Sorry.
So the science behind it, the science behind the declination of a noun is called i'rab. That we'll see inshallah. And here, as I told you, that a noun can be definite or indefinite. In this case, if it is indefinite, it is translated as a book, because a book can be any book. And if you want to make it definite, we'll just add alif lam. And as the moment we add alif lam, the tanween as in this sound of which, like kitabun, kitaban, kursiyun, this will go and it will be pronounced as al kitabu. So here, if you notice, I'm not pronouncing al kitabun, because alif lam and tanween cannot coexist. As soon as alif lam comes, tanween says I'm going, I'm leaving. Okay. Similarly, Muhammadun Khalidun as tanween, but you cannot add alif lam to a proper name. Al Muhammadu cannot be the case because it's a proper name. Since kitabun is a common noun, so you can add al kitab. Then coming to sentence. Now that we know now that we are aware of the parts of speech, so these three parts of speech will form a sentence. So in Arabic, you can have jumla al-ismiya and jumla al-fi'liya. So what are these two? We'll see inshallah. So any sentence which commences or begins with ism is called jumla ismiya, as simple as that. And any sentence which begins with jumla fi'l, a verb, is called jumla fi'liya. So in all of the book one, we will not deal with jumla fi'liya. We are only going to deal with jumla ismiya. And one more thing I'd like to highlight here is that the beauty of this book is that the concepts are explained. Uh, uh, all the concepts are not explained at once, as opposed to other books, because this is supposed to be a book for beginners. Beginners, as in it is called Durusul Lughat al-Arabiyya li ghayri naatiqin, meaning the lessons of the Arabic language for those who are non-native speakers. So to teach any language, you need to teach step by step, and you cannot teach all the concepts at once. So this book will take you to each and every concept in a different chapters, and as we progress, inshallah, all the concepts will get clear, and it will not be confusing. So if it is a bit confusing or dry at this moment, just believe me, inshallah, this will get easy. And as they say that al-Arabiyyatu lughatun sahlatun. Arabic is an easy language. Now, we already have learned that any ism has tanween, and it can also have alif lam. So we know that al waladu is ism. How do we know that? Because it has alif lam. Alimun is ism. How do we know that? Because it has tanween. That is the sound. Alimun zaidun. Similarly, I'll not talk about this here because now you say that it does not have tanween. So this will come later, inshallah. But Fatima, we know that Fatima is the name of a girl. So it is also ism. It's a proper noun. But you do not have tanween here. This I will tell you in later classes. But for now, we'll consider only this. So Zaidun alimun means Zaid is an alim. Zaid is a learned man. So Zaidun is ism because it's a proper name and it has tanween. Alimun is ism because it has a proper name. Sorry, it has tanween. So and this gives you a complete meaning. So when I say kalam is your speech. So what do you say in Arabic that it is a kalam? So what is the condition of a sentence or a kalam in Arabic? So a kalam in Arabic is something that comes out of your mouth, and that which has some meaning, which is compound, and it is built upon the rules of Arabic language. I'll explain you that this sentence of mine. So as I said, kalam is something that comes out of your mouth. So anything that comes out of your mouth, can this be considered as kalam? No. The condition is it has to be compound. For example, if I say kitab, as I'm saying you there, kitabun. So is it kalam? It has come out of my mouth. No, because it is not compound. So I'll say uh, Kitabullahi. Kitabullahi, yani the book of Allah. Is it again kalam? No, because the meaning is not clear. Meaning, as in, when you say kalam is something that comes out of mouth, that has a compound structure that gives a complete meaning. So if I say Al Quranu Kitabullahi, yani the Quran is the book of Allah. Now the listener is not waiting for any more information. This information in and itself is complete, and it is built on it is compound, meaning it has two or more words. For example, Hamidun, Talibun, Mujtahidun. If I just say Talibun, it is not kalam, because you will say what Talib what. So I'll say Hamidun, Talibun. Hamid is a student. Now it is kalam because it gives a complete meaning. It is built upon a compound structure, as in it has two or more words, and it is built upon the conditions of Arabic language. So Hamidun Talibun. And what are those conditions that we will look inshallah. So coming to Jumla Ismiya, as I said, any Jumla, any sentence which begins with Ism is called Jumla Ismiya. So we have Zaidun Alimun, Zaid is an Alim. So this is Jumla Ismiya. And every Jumla Ismiya, like in English, has two parts. And what are those two parts? We will see. The first part is called Al-Mubtada, and the second part is called Al-Khabar. So Mubtada is something with which a sentence is starts, and Al-Khabar is something about which we are giving information about. For example, here in this sentence, if I say Zaidun Alimun, so Zaidun will be Mubtada because the sentence is starting with it, and Alimun is Khabar. We are coming to know with this sentence that Zaid is Alim. Zaid is a learned man. So Zaidun is Mubtada and Alimun is Khabar. I hope up to this point this is clear, that because we will deal with fail and other things in later classes, but for now our intention, our focus should be in Jumla Ismiya. So here, for example, al waladu zakiyun. Zakiyun means intelligent. So al waladu is ism. How do we know that it is ism? Because it has alif lam. And zakiyun is also ism. How do we know that? Because it has that tanween sound. Zakiyun. Okay. And this should be mubtada, because with this the sentence is starting. It's beginning with al waladu. Al waladu means the boy. Waladun zakiyun. If I say waladun zakiyun, so waladun would be indefinite, because waladun can be any boy. Similarly, if I say bintun jamilatun, so it could be any girl. But here it has alif lam, means it's a definite one, and it is mubtada, because with this sentence is starting, and the kiyun means intelligent. So we are so what information are we getting? That the boy is intelligent. So this is khabar. The kiyun will be the khabar. Any questions until here? If not, we'll move ahead, inshallah. I hope I am able to make you all understand.
Yes, if I continue. Please continue.
Abdul Bari Khan has raised hand. Yes, Abdul Bari, please. Abdul Bari, do you want to ask some question?
No, Altamash, it's clear. It happened by mistake. So.
Okay. Someone is asking, how can we improve our vocabulary? So, vocabulary, this is one of the most important aspect of any language, that you need to have a decent vocabulary. For example, I'll say 3,000 to 3,000 words in any language would be enough, inshallah. And if you can learn at least 3,000 new words, this will be good. But for a starter, Farhan has already shared you the vocabulary list, and since it's a beginning, so we will be learning throughout our journey, and so as we progress, inshallah, in this course, we will be learning vocabulary, and additional vocabulary will send you.
Altamash, can we keep last 5-10 minutes for questions, and can you just show the overall what the book will be like, so that people can understand, because I think many have not seen the book.
Yeah. So I think this should do. Okay. So this book basically deals with Jumla Ismiya mostly, and in everything related to ism. So we will cover ism and harf as in the particles. We say it as particles or letters. So this book will deal with ism and harf. For fail, only couple of fails will come, afal will come, but the fail is something that will deal in book 2. So you need not worry about fail now. We will learn mostly ism and its related concepts and aspects. So as I said, ism has different parts. For example, uh, you have noun, then you have pronoun. So you have pronoun. So pronoun is called damir in Arabic. Then you have this badal, which is substitute of a noun. Then you have zarf, which is adverb. Then you have adjective, which is naat. Then you will learn mudaf and mudaf ilay, the possessive case. Then we will learn how to make it. What are the nouns which declines and what are the nouns which does not decline. Then, like as I said, it deals mostly with jumla ismiya, and we will get to learn about ism, and all the concepts of grammar will be explained in each and every chapter. And as you progress, inshallah, you will see improvement in your understanding of the Arabic language as well as in Quran. So by the time we will finish book one, you will have a decent understanding of the language. What is harf? Harf is a yeah. So as I said, let me take you here. Harf is particle, or it can
people who
be
are asking questions, can you?
Harf is nothing but conjunction or preposition. So when I say conjunction, conjunction means it adds something. For example, if I say Hamid and Muhammad are students, so I'll say Hamidun wa Muhammadun Taliban or Talib. Yani Hamid and Muhammad. So it or we can say Hadha Baytun wa Zalika Masjidun. So it adds some two sentences together. So this is called conjunction. And preposition, for example, in, at, upon. Uh, in Arabic, we have this fi. Fi means in. For example, fi kitabillah, in the book of Allah. Fi samai, and in the sky. Alal maktabi, on the table. Or taht al maktabi, under the table. Fawq al maktabi. So these are called harf. So harf does not have its own existence, as in it needs ism or fail to complete its meaning. However, with ism, this is not the case. Ism is something which is complete in itself. It is complete in terms of its meaning. For example, if I say kitabun, it does not require any other thing to complete its meaning. Kitabun means a kitab, a book. Similarly, if someone says Muhammad, Muhammad is the name of our Messenger Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, and it could be a name of anyone. So it does not require any support from fail or harf. But when it comes to harf, as I say, if I say fil bayt, yani in the house, it does not complete meaning. So
Altamash bhai, can you mute everyone? Someone is not. You're the host. Can you mute other microphones? Thank you.
So
the next class we'll mute you.
Harf, Abdulbari is saying that he is unable to hear me.
No, he can hear now. He can hear now.
So this is what is harf. So if I say fil bayt, it does not give a complete meaning, and you need to say who is in the house. Fil bayt means in the house. So we say Muhammadun fil bayt. Muhammad is in the house. Now it is complete. So it requires its ism or fail to complete its meaning. It is called harf. And harf has we'll get to see different types of harf. There are many. So one is the harf jar or harf atf. That will come in the next classes, inshallah. So, anything else that you want to ask?
Can you show the Madina Arabic first chapter, what we'll be discussing, so that yeah.
So this is the book that we'll be discussing. Yeah. So this is our chapter 1, and it starts with Haza. So I've not explained you Haza today because Haza will do it tomorrow, and from tomorrow, inshallah, will start the actual book. So today was just to mention some of the concepts that will be used throughout the book. So to summarize today's class, we have seen first of all the Arabic alphabets. There are around 28 or 29. So if you consider alif as a letter, then it's 29. If it is not, it is 28. So alif in itself does not have any existence. Alif acts as a bearer of hamza. So here in abun, for example, abun, alif, hamza is just sitting over alif. So alif in itself does not have any existence. So it requires hamza. Then we saw different vowel signs. Fatha, Dhamma, Kasra. You need to remember this terminology going forward. And Dhamma means a single Dhamma or double Dhamma, whatever. Dhamma can be both Muhandisun or Al Muhandisu. Then Fatha is denoted as Muhandis as this. For example, as in Muhammadan, and Kasra as in Muhammadin. And you have Sukun if the absence of any vowel sign is Sukun. Then we saw I'rab. What is I'rab? As I explained, is the signs behind the declination of a noun. Sometimes it's Muhammadan, Muhammadan, Muhammadin. The signs behind the declination of a noun at the end of every word. So you'll see the change in at the end of any word. Dularan, Bisuki, Muhammadin, Sariri. Why is it happening? The signs behind it is called I'rab. Then we saw that the noun which declines are called Ma'rab. Ma'rab means something which declines, and the noun which does not decline are called Mabni. This we will do it tomorrow, inshallah. And then we saw that there are 3 types of I'rab. Marfu'un. When I say marfu, it is at the end of a word, the sound will be like dun, mustahidun, talibun, muhammadun. And when I say mansub, the sound will be like dan, and at the end you have this fatha, single fatha or double fatha. And when I say majroor, it is din. For example, muhammadin, shahrin, kursiyin, yawmin, and it has single or double kasra. So we saw this. Then we saw Jumla Ismiya and Jumla Fi'liya, which is nothing but anything which starts with ism is called Jumla Ismiya. Anything which ends with fail is called Jumla Fi'liya. Then we saw the definite and indefinite. So to make any noun definite, you need to add alif lam, and if it is not, it is indefinite. And every noun and indefinite is translated as a book. For example, kitabun, a book. And if it is definite, it's the book. And tanween, as I said, tanween, when I say tanween means the sound, this sound, noon sound, kitabun, kitaban, kitabin. So whenever you hear this sound, you should know that it is noun. And whenever you have alif lam preceded in any suffix to any noun, so this is definitely going to be ism. So we learned today that how to identify ism in any sentence. Ism is something which is first, which will have tanween, or it can have alif lam. For now, there are other signs as well, but we'll see that later. Then that's it, I guess. This is what we covered in today's lesson. So from tomorrow, inshallah, we will explain you the concept of this Hada, what is Ismul Ishara, and then we'll finally, inshallah, enter in book 1, lesson 1.
Everyone, the concept which teacher has explained here, he'll keep repeating it in every chapter, so you don't have to worry that it's a one time.
If anything you did not understand, believe me, you're going to understand, because as saying goes in Arabic, that ma takarrara taqarrara, meaning whatever is repeated remains. So you will have so much of repetition of all these concepts that we have already discussed today, that this will be stored in your muscle memory, as you say. That you will not find it difficult, because we'll keep using these terminologies going forward in the book. And the main thing is we need to be regular, and as we gradually progress, inshallah, things will get easier and easier. With this, inshallah, we'll finish today's class. Barakallahu fikum, jazakumullahu khair. Subhanallah wa bihamdihi, subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika, ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta, astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk.
Yeah, anyone, if you have any questions, you can let us know in the group, and also please have a look at the notes which I have sent. You'll find all the resources which you need for taking the classes. Jazakallah khair. Thank you everyone for attending. Barakallah.